One Extra.
It's Tuesday night on the Ultimate Guide to Brand New Music with DJ Target, and tonight we've got a very special high five. How do you even introduce this guy? It's like a man who almost needs no introduction, yet he's done so much. We should probably put some of it into some sort of intro, man. A man that you may probably know from his music. What are we approaching? 12 albums? 11 albums?
Yes, this is going to be my 12th album. Man.
He's about to drop his 12th album. He's also an actor, an activist, a writer in all forms.
Yes,
He's
sir.
just released a book.
Yes.
He's about to release an album of the same name. He's an OG, a legend. And I'm not going to lie, he's been in this building early this afternoon, and every female in the building has been talking about Common. Can we please make some noise for the man himself, Common in the building? Welcome, brother.
Peace, good brother. How you doing, man? Thank you
good,
for that
man.
intro. That was an incredible intro.
Listen, I could have gone a lot deeper, to be fair, because you're an artist, a man that's done so much for hip hop over the years. You know, a 30-second intro doesn't really even cut the mustard, to be fair.
Yeah.
We do this thing called a high five, and often we have guests pass through and we hand it over. We sometimes give them a theme or concept to work with, and we thought, what better way to welcome Common, such a I don't even know which word to use, but like a pioneer, an OG, like a legend within the hip hop community in the scene. We wanted to find out from you personally, your personal opinion, 5 records that have really influenced and helped to shape hip hop culture.
Yeah.
And you've gone in with a really sick list, I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I mean, I ain't gonna front, Target. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, because it makes you think,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, what songs have impacted hip hop where, you know, like after this song came out, it shifted some things. And because there's so much music and so much great music, and I'm gonna be clear, like this list is different from the list of the 5 songs that I would say was most influential for me. I was looking at the whole culture itself and thinking about, man, after this song came out, people started doing this.
Yeah.
Or this just like changed the way people think. Like that's it. Hip hop is a powerful thing, man.
Listen, like hip hop is influencing every corner of every part of society.
Yeah.
Worldwide now.
Yes, sir.
It's beyond like measure. It's crazy.
I know. It's big. But you know, it's something that I feel like in many ways is one of the gifts, the greatest gifts that we've had as people on the planet, because it brings so many people together. You know, like
100%,
I mean,
bro.
I know that's what music does in itself, but hip hop for me, it was like, wow, I hadn't even interacted with people from other cultures until I was a part of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like my city.
And you may never have had those interactions or those relationships without
Man, I don't know, you know, if I would have been able to travel to London, you know, depending on what my profession is or you know, what my dreams were, but hip hop was that dream. So it allowed me to come to London at a young age and still be here, you know, like, so I'm just grateful for what it is. And yeah, my 5, you know, my 5 is real.
I think we should start it off with a legendary trio. Again, they need no real introduction, but Run DMC.
Run DMC. Like,
Let's talk about Sucker MCs.
okay, yeah, so Sucker MCs, I chose this one because, like, as a kid, for me, this was one of the first times I heard people rapping like the styles that they were using, but it also was a record that a lot of people would breakdance to. So for the culture, it was like always being heard. Like people would break into it. They were rapping, you know, like a lot of people started to rap like that. And Run DMC was monumental in the culture of hip hop.
Down to the bone, and now they got me rocking on the microphone, and then we're talking autographs and tears and laughs, champagne, caviar, and bubble bath. You see,
They essentially had people wearing Adidas, had this, you know, like they lifted the game. And this song was one of their, you know, like one of the first songs that changed things for them. So I picked Suck MCs. I remember being a kid then, and this teacher asked me, we had to introduce ourselves to our teachers, like it was a new teacher.
Yeah.
And I was like, he was like, what's your name? And I was like, I said the Suck MC round like 2 years ago. He was looking at me like,
not impressed.
He was like, man, you a fool. That's who you are.
So right, we go from Run DMC, and where do we take it next?
Yeah,
Tonight's high five.
So next, I wanted to go with a song Tribe Called Quest, which is a very influential group, obviously.
Yeah, without a doubt.
They actually made me start listening to jazz music, which was something that was a new thing for me. And I think this song was, one of those songs that like one of the great collaboration songs. They would call them posse songs at that time. Because they had leaders of the new school on this, and I just think at that point, a lot of people started to do more and more like crude up songs, because Scenario changed the game, and the video was directed by Spike Lee.
Wow!
So it was a whole thing.
Sleep if you want, like who will help you get your Z's true. But here's the real scoop. I'm all that and then some. Short, dark, and handsome. There's so not inside your eye to show you where I come from. I'm back.
Remember when that record was around and Busta and leaders of the new school for me were like, wow, what's this?
Yo, when I saw them, man, I was like, these dudes are incredible, because they all had their own style. Hip hop artists were like superheroes in a way. Busta was like a character.
Yeah, 100%.
And I just recently saw Busta at this event. It was dope. It was like Dave Chappelle was having this event, jam session, and the band started playing Scenario. So I did his verse from Scenario in front of Busta. I was geek, man. I was like, I got this,
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so I love that song, and that song was definitely one of those things that helped shift the culture.
Without a doubt, man.
Yeah. Track 3 is one of the greatest artists to ever, touch the planet. And what would hip hop be without females, without the women?
Come on.
So this artist is Lauryn Hill. She's definitely one of my favorites. And Doo Wop Thing, I think I chose this one not only because the sound was something new, and she obviously was bringing singing to it, but also like the mentality she rapped about on this shaped a lot of girls, young ladies' mentalities. Like 100%. She was a big influence on women being able to be themselves, and she just had that impact. So I chose Doo Wop That Thing. Track 4, we gonna go to my guy, my homeboy from Chicago, one of my guys, Kanye. And one thing I want to say about this was like, man, he did a song saying Jesus in it. Like nobody ever was like would even think you would sample that, and that song would rock in a club or rock anywhere on the radio. And Kanye, like, he really changed the culture in ways. I remember being at a show at SOB's in New York, and it was people throwing up the rock sign, and it was also the conscious, backpackers there. It was like the mixture of
just melting of two worlds.
With two worlds. At that moment, it was kind of separate worlds, but he was the one that bridged that gap. And I say, since then, I felt like, the world has come back together in a way.
100%.
And so it's crazy that the song Jesus Walks is one of those songs that brought it back together, but this is that one.
Crazy as well that you hear Kanye talking about it on the College Dropout album, that he used to play this record to every A&R, and they'd look at him like it was nothing, like, oh, you're a producer.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is crazy. But he can always rhyme, man.
Always.
God show me the way, because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't fail me now. And I don't think there's nothing I could do now to right my wrongs. I wanna talk to God, but I'm afraid, cause we ain't spoken so long.
When I'm hearing these songs, it's getting me geeked, man. Getting me geeked about hip hop. I can't help but rock to these songs.
100%. And we're not even done yet. We've still got one more to go. And just peering across and seeing the artist name, it's like, what a guy this is as well.
This dude is like one of the greats, man. Like, he is a legendary artist already. I mean, he won a Pulitzer Prize for an album. Like, come on, man.
That's just not normal stuff.
First non-jazz, like, come on, like, musician to get that. Kendrick Lamar. And this song, I chose this song because during the times where there was a lot going on, like, in our country, as far as black people being shot down in the streets by police officers, this song was like a rallying song for a new generation that was like, man, we're not gonna have this. And you know, during the marches, you heard people singing this song,
Crazy.
like during the protests.
Right, do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
It's like as they say, the griots used to get messages across through their words. Like, I feel like we communicating, like, just think, like, we knowing what's going on in the UK through y'all artists, through hip hop, to be honest.
yeah.
Like, so it's a powerful thing.
100% Common. It's been amazing catching up, man. I should have got you to do like a high 10. We could have sat here and played another bunch of records, but great to catch up, man. Good luck with the new album as well, man. Anytime you're in town, make sure you come through, man, and say hello, man.
Thanks, Target. Much love.
I hope you enjoyed that video. You made it to the end, so that's a good sign. You can check out similar videos by clicking the links on screen now. Drop us a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe.